very first time I sniffed it before we got to the point of this.
Sorry,
That's
boss man.
Yes. We have to.
No, just everybody shape up.
Yeah. Everybody look busy. Coming to you from the pop-up Beer to Whiskey Studios on the taproom floor of Greenville Beer Exchange, or GBX as the cool kids are calling it, on South Warren Street in wonderful downtown Greenville, South Carolina. I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Big John and Five. It's where I get my good buddy here, Big John Richards, our resident certified Cicerone, to pick a beer from one of GBX's 22 or so taps, or hundreds of cans and bottles in a retail store that you can kind of see behind us. And we sniff, we sip, we kibitz. John tells us a little bit about the brewery, and we get sometimes a little brewing history, and we drink a bunch of beer in very small quantities. A lot of small quantities.
Drink responsibly,
But
kids.
we drink, yeah, because we're doing this out of shot glasses. We don't think there's anything
It's like
wrong.
when you break a cookie and all the calories fall out.
That's right. That's right. There you go. John,
All
what
right.
do we got?
So this one really is going to be in Russ's wheelhouse. This is Prairie Christmas Bomb. Bomb with an
it's-
exclamation point.
And it's just bomb. It's not bomb.
It's not Ba-Bomb. That was
just-
a different beer.
Okay, it's just bomb.
That's a little teaser, I suppose, if you will. There is another episode on a beer called Ba-Bomb. This one is Bomb,
Bomb.
but Christmas Bomb. So, very fun beer. They make a beer called Bomb, which is like a mole stout. It's the cinnamon and chocolate and vanilla and hot peppers. And then they make this version, Christmas Bomb, which is the same thing but different.
There.
And we just
See, he had to go. He had to study and pass courses and everything to be able to tell you that.
right. I see. It's-
Take tests.
These
and
are very important industry terms, by the way.
go to Cincinnati, get lost in the hood. He had to do a lot of
It
stuff.
was a great trip. All right, so Russ decided to call this story hour when I whip out my phone to read what they wrote, because I love when people do this. I just do. And I had to do this for the last time we did a Prairie beer because I read the whole story of Prairie.
Yes.
And I had to remind myself of what I had read last time, and because I went and looked up how old they are, and it's like
Prairie is a wonderful,
freaking fantastic.
wonderful Oklahoma brewery.
So
McAllister?
they're in Krebs, Oklahoma.
There may be a tasting room in Krebs.
Well,
but
Krebs is what they list as their thing.
their brewery is in McAllister.
Okay, that might be. There's like
something.
I think there's like 3 or 4 tasting rooms.
They've got
now.
4 tasting rooms
Yeah.
in Oklahoma.
But
I
yeah,
know
they
that because I just edited the last thing we did on them.
nice. Oh, here you go. See, you can too.
And in fact, it's airing. Well, won't do you? I won't even promo it because it doesn't matter.
Tomorrow.
Like the day after we're doing this,
Right.
Which will be
Thanksgiving Day 2024.
several days before you actually see this, several weeks before.
So Prairie's been making beer since before Oklahoma was a state. That's what reminded me of the story I told last time.
Yep.
About Prairie. So Christmas Bomb, with an exclamation point, is an imperial stout brewed with spices. That's all it gives you. And we were just talking about, how easy it is to become a curmudgeon, and especially around Christmas time. And so their description of this beer is as follows. There are plenty of things about Christmas that can make you feel like a Grinch. Long lines at Best Buy, existential dread, the urge to listen to that damn Mariah Carey tune in November. But just as the irrepressible Christmas spirit of the Who's caused the Grinch's heart to grow several sizes, a serious medical condition known as cardiomegaly.
Is that in there?
It's in there. Christmas Bomb is something that brings immense joy to your heart. Disclaimer. If it makes your heart instantly grow several sizes, please call 911. You are dying.
It's the big one, Elizabeth.
Right?
All right.
So let's drink this thing.
Text Miss Lily.
Kaboom. There's so much more. There's so much cinnamon on the front of that. It's like
That's what
raspberry
I got-
cinnamon rolls.
The very first time I sniffed it before we got to the point of this.
Sorry,
That's
boss man.
Yes. We have to.
Everybody shape up.
Yeah. Everybody look busy.
It's so good. It's so subtle for being a giant beer like it is.
What's the
I
ABV?
think it's 12 and a half.
This is our third double-digit beer episode in a row.
Indeed. Oh, no, it's 13.
When we shoot the next episode, we'll probably have our backs to the camera because we're not going to know where we are, I'm thinking.
Yeah, but we're only drinking a little bit at a time.
You're right, this is really quiet
Yeah.
for being as big a beer as it is.
There's a lot going on in there. There's the big cinnamon front end. There's a chocolate, really cocoa-y chocolate thing that I think is sort of the backbone of it. There's a little vanilla. You get a hot pepper spice on the finish, and I feel it just a little prickle in my throat as I'm, again, talking over it. And there's a coffee thing in there, but the coffee kind of goes away and leaves me with just like a cocoa powder, like
Right, like
cocoa.
Hershey's
Yeah, like
cocoa powder, yeah. For those of you old enough to remember what I don't even know if they still make that.
Surely they still make that.
I don't know.
That would be silly.
I don't know.
I would have to. I don't know if I could go on. It's not that I use a lot of Hershey's cocoa powder. It's just that there's a big security blanket in
Obviously
knowing
not.
that it's there.
Obviously, woe is me. I really like this. These guys are ticking me off because they keep making these big beers that I really, really like.
Right. Yep.
And it's not good for you.
Well, it feels like it's good for you.
It does, particularly after 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Leap tall buildings in a single bound. Take on Mike Tyson. Well,
and
maybe
win.
not that. Yeah, and well,
He did.
he's just a cement block with fists.
Right.
Of course he's. I don't know how you'd knock that guy down.
I don't know. I didn't
Maybe
watch.
maybe with a truck.
Did you watch the fight, the Jake Paul fight?
No.
With Mike Tyson? I didn't watch it either because I didn't want to watch a 60-year-old man die. But he did not. I don't even know if he went down, but Jake Paul ended up winning that fight. Spoiler alert.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which is by decision. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I'm not sure if he even actually went down to the mat or not. But
I kind of doubt it. But
yeah.
I say that without having actually seen the fight because I don't like all that violence. And,
Right.
yeah, it's tough on my delicate.
Ecosystem.
Yeah, it's like, wow, that must have hurt. I really like
Anything else?
this. I really. What were we talking about?
We were on a beer tour here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I derailed Russ by getting him into boxing.
I'm not hard to. It's not difficult to derail me. This is so smooth and
Yeah.
so well balanced, and you said it exactly, subtle.
Yeah.
And that's, that's the way, whatever that, and I just edited an episode we did on another one of the beers, and I can't think what the beer is. It's a mint something, there's mint in it. and-
Oh, yeah, it was mint condish.
Yeah,
Now
mint
that you say
condish.
mint, I remember.
Yeah, mint condish.
Yeah.
And that was so subtle, I couldn't taste or smell the mint in it. John got lots of mint, I couldn't get anything out of it. But that's what they do, is they push all these wonderful flavors together and somehow
To make them all work.
and make it all work and make them also really subtle. I love this.
Yeah. Understated. There's so many of these mole stouts that just whack you over the head with one thing or another. And it's not balanced. It's not good. And I keep preaching that we have to get back to finding beers that are balanced. And in a beer this big, finding a balance that good, it doesn't feel possible. But they nailed it.
Ditto. Ditto. Anything else?
Oh. Let's let these nice people go.
All right. We did say the ABV.
13. Yeah, we
13.
did. 13.
So damn lucky.
Tomorrow.
See you next time.